Hello, my name is Elizabeth Dunlap, and this is my Women in Sport History Class 2019 course project on the country of Brazil. The population of Brazil is 214,457,810. Brazil is 50.9% female and 40.1% male. What I found is the largest age group of females is between the ages of 35 and 39, which takes up about 8.15% of the overall population. As you can see up here, there's not as many elderly people once it hits the age of about 79. Not as many elderly people. There is a good bit of people between the age of 15 to I'd say about 30. There's a good bit of kids in the population, which is great. And of course, the population number is always fluctuating for births and deaths. Brazil's population is about 2.74% of the total world population, and they rank at about number 6 of the biggest country. The median age is about 31 years old, and the life expectancy rate is about 76 to 80 years old. The most populated city there is the city of the name Sao Paulo, and the least populated city is a city by the name of Maringá. Ethnic groups, languages, and religion. There is 92 million, which is 48% of Brazilians are white. This is like the European and Portuguese portion of Brazilians. 83 million, 44% people are brown. 13 million, or 7%, are black. 1.1 million are yellow. And 536,000 are indigenous, which is like the Indian culture of people. Their main language is Portuguese, and in some other smaller cities they speak Spanish or Chinese. Their main religion is Roman Catholicism, as well as some Protestantism, Afro-Brazilian, and indigenous beliefs, as well as just your basic Christianity. They are known to be the most Catholic country in the world. Going back to language, they got the Portuguese language. They've had it since around the 16th century, and of course it's changed to different dialects over the years. Sports and culture. The most popular sport in Brazil is football, but known in America as soccer. The second most popular sport they have there is volleyball, as well as mixed martial arts and motorsports are also pretty popular there. Their culture, which is Portuguese, African, and indigenous Indians, make up most of the Brazilian culture. Portuguese is the main culture, having their main religion, their language, and most of their customs that they experience every day. Soccer was brought over to Brazil by the British and Dutch sailors around the 19th century. And the first official soccer match they had in Brazil was around the 1890s and the beginning of the 1900s. The culture of Brazil is primarily like a Western culture, but they're very, very diverse. They have multiple different ethnic and cultural mixing around their colony. But as I said before, Portuguese people as well as African people make up most of their culture. They're kind of combined, I would say. In their culture, they celebrate some of the same holidays as us, such as New Year's and Christmas, as well as Easter. September 7th is their Independence Day, which is when they declared independence from Portugal in the 1820s. They also celebrate Day of the Dead on November 2nd, as well as Christmas, as I said. In their culture, Brazil is not just known for soccer, but they're also known for their music and dance, as well as their art, which comes from their mixed cultures. Like I said, they're known for their love for dance and music. They have many festivals that go on in Brazil and Rio. Um, the significance of soccer in Brazil. Um, in Brazil, soccer is basically a way of life, especially for kids who are younger. The sport of soccer makes you feel like you belong because everyone around you is doing it, everyone around you is playing it. It's also a great way out of poverty for many, many kids, as well as it teaches you many lessons as you're growing up. It teaches you to mature. Like when you continue to build your skills, you're maturing as well. And it gives you a lot of passion and drive to do something. Brazil became really popular after the national men's team in Brazil won the World Cup in the 1970s. The country is known as the country of football. More than 10,000 Brazilians play professionally worldwide in many other different countries. When the World Cup is on and Brazil is playing, people from Brazil skip work, have parties. You really can't go anywhere in Brazil without seeing kids playing soccer. It's kind of known as a religion, a chance to meet new people, for people integrating from other places into Brazil. They say it makes you feel like you belong, gives you an opportunity to shine and be known, and is really known as a way to earn money for the people in poverty. It's everywhere you look. They're taught to cheer for each other and support each other while playing this game. Women in Brazil. The biggest opportunities for women are government positions. In 2018, a record number of women ran for office and won multiple different seats at many different levels. But even though this is an opportunity they are given, gender equality is still a very big struggle in this country. Women aren't really seen as equal and they're not given very much, even though they have access to the same education or health. They don't really have benefits. They haven't benefited from having that access. Brazil is one of the biggest countries to still participate in femicide, which means just killing women just because they are women. Race is also still a huge issue in this country, just as it is in many other countries. Afro-Brazilian women are not entitled to the same things as white women in this country. They earn 7.7% less than what other women would earn, even though they might have the same education. Just because of who they are, they won't be earning as much. So, like I said, they don't have as many opportunities as men do in their country. Female heroes in Brazil. Two huge heroes in the country of Brazil are Rafaela Silva and Marta. Rafaela Silva is a judo competitor. She was told by everyone around her and people who were doubting her that she was an embarrassment to her family. But in the 2013 Rio Olympics, she was a gold medalist winner for judo. The way she grew up in poverty, around violence, around weapons and such. She grew up around the sport of judo. Her sister actually competed in the same sport. So in the year of 2016, the Rio Olympics, she succeeded in winning a gold medal. After this, she was the first of the 7 gold medalists in Rio, and she said, a quote of hers was, "For someone like me who comes from the favelas and took up judo at the age of 5 for a laugh, to go on and become an Olympic champion is just amazing. If the children of Brazil have a dream, they have to believe they can make it come true. I dedicate this medal to the Brazilian people. The supporters really gave me momentum and built up the pressure on my opponents. The stadium was shaking and everybody was screaming and cheering me all the way through. So to me, I mean, that's just great, completely amazing for her to be in poverty and have doubts against her, but still she is an idol in Brazil. Marta is a female soccer player for the Brazil national team. She's one of the most well-known soccer stars across the globe, not just people in Brazil or in America know of her. She is known across the world. She also plays on a team here in the United States, Orlando Pride. She also comes from poverty in a very poor, awful place in Brazil. So coming from that and then being known across the world is great for her. She has a lot of really good quotes. When she lost in a World Cup game in 2019, she quoted and said, "This is what I ask for the girls. There's not going to be a Formiga forever. There's not going to be a Marta forever. There's not going to be a Christiane forever. The women's game depends on you to survive. Think about that and value it more. Cry in the beginning so you can smile in the end." And I really look at that as just a positive thing to say, you know, women are becoming more popular in sports and not just soccer. So you have to value what you do and value the sport you play to become great.